तो
What's up everyone? Sorry निधि तू ही शुरू कर।
नहीं, मैं बोल रहा था कि भाई हम लोग लाइव हो गए।
हाँ भाई, तो हम लाइव तो हो ही गए और हमारे साथ जुबिन is present all the way from Bangkok, from the venue the Rajmangala Stadium where हमारा first pre-season game था। जुबिन, first of all thank you so much bro. How you doing? How was the entire experience?
The experience was phenomenal, yeah, Manas. Not the result, but not that the result matters too much. But the experience was good. First time that I've watched Liverpool play live, so that's also a great feeling, to be very honest. One of the highlights for me as a fan watching a game live is I got to watch every player on the squad get at least 30 minutes out there. So that is one good thing. Obviously, getting to see the new points. Absolute buffet. Didn't taste too good at the end, but yeah.
साग्निक इज भाई और भाई आ गया स्वाद। हाँ यार, अब इतना डिसअपॉइंटमेंट। अब बैंकॉक कप हम लोग हार गए हैं। हाउ विल वी एवर रिकवर फ्रॉम दैट? बट कांग्रेचुलेशंस टू यू, फाइनली कुछ सिल्वरवेयर। एटलीस्ट यू गेट टू टच सम सिल्वरवेयर। व्हाट इफ इट्स
ऐसा नहीं है guys. We lost 4-0 when it didn't matter, while they lost 9-0 while it did. So
ठीक है यार, just banter.
Just मस्ती है. But Zubin, can you describe us how was the atmosphere like over there? Because before, I mean, I think 3-0 down तक भी I could hear some chants of Liverpool and Ale. थोड़ा सुनाई दे रहा था मेरे को, थोड़ा सा. How was the entire atmosphere like?
So to be very honest, the atmosphere in those bits was what the atmosphere was, and that was about it. I don't know अभी language barrier होगा कि क्या होगा, but the usual chants that you would hear when they play at Anfield were definitely not there. But there were these moments when probably when we hit the post 2-3 times, when they scored their goals. That time, yes, the United fans were really loud. But overall, even when you look at both the managers, right, like one very big difference is you'll never see Klopp sitting down. So the preseason game had the full feels of a preseason game. You could see the intensity of a United Liverpool game in any of the important cups was missing, and evidently so. You don't want to risk injuries here. The quality of the pitch was probably not the best as well. दो तीन जो tackle हुए थे वहाँ पे you could see the pitch parts coming out. So you don't want to get a stud stuck in there. You don't want to twist a knee or an ankle in that. So that was there. It was evident. There were lots of periods of silence as well, especially when the ball was being played around in midfield. So to be very honest, it was something that I expected. But more so, yes, it was it was a lot of fun क्योंकि यार ये मेरा पहला मैच है, पहली बार देख रहा हूँ मैं, इतना दूर आया हूँ. I was there at the hotel to welcome the team. I saw the team on their way to training and all of that. So if I look at the experience from the entirety of the 3-4 days that I've been here, it's been amazing.
100% यार.
Nidhi, we'll come to Zubin of course because he's there for us. Zubin, once again thank you so much यार. क्या positives दे सकते हैं निधि? ये मतलब obviously pre-season game है, the result doesn't matter. 32 players खेले यार, मतलब 37 लेके गए और 32 खेले.
Can you repeat यार Manas? It's a little loud in here.
नहीं हाँ, मैं सिर्फ निधि को बोल रहा हूँ कि 32 प्लेयर्स खेले. निधि, like on the pitch 32 players थे हमारे. So निधि, which player were you really happy to see? मैं एलियट और कार्वालियो को देखा और मैं बहुत happy था. I think they played really well.
हाँ, एलियट एंड कार्वालियो. तू पॉजिटिव्स पूछ रहा है. See, even before this game started, हमने तो कल भी लाइव किया था यार. ये मैच का कोई मतलब है नहीं. The biggest positive is that nobody got injured. ठीक है, मतलब if this gives you so much happiness, तो good, मतलब अच्छी बात है. But this is like ट्रायल बॉल में 6 मारना, तो मतलब that's what I would say. But in terms of players, yeah, I think Carvalho looked really good, and अपना
Elliot looks really good, yeah.
Yeah, even with the mistakes, I think Mabaya had some good moments.
Yeah, I think Zubin is gonna get little occupied. Zubin, if you want to join us later after this gets done, that's
I'm
also.
good, yeah. What? I don't want to watch United lift a trophy, even if it's a pre-season trophy.
Yeah, but
वो तो
audio
है.
का stress होगा. But anyway, Zubin, for you, what was the positive change?
So when I looked at it, one thing that I did try and notice is, Carvalho looks really good on the ball. Elliot had some good moments, and one of the I don't know if towards the end, you all saw that Salah and Trent had a couple of moments of some brilliant connection. ऐसे लगा नहीं कि they're not playing together for the last few weeks. That was good. Also, we hit the post I think 3 or 4 times in total. I
Three
think
times,
3 बार
yeah,
हमने
yeah,
post मारा. Yeah. So it. I mean, this game is players are rusty. छुट्टी के बाद आए. The idea of the game, I think, the objective of the game was to get each player out there, get them reacquainted to the atmosphere of playing on a pitch, get them reacquainted to playing with each other. So from those
yeah,
perspectives, I think it was all okay.
yeah, yeah. No, no, we are having a smile because of the comments that are coming from United fans having a go at us. Uh, like, I mean, it's a pre-season game and people are getting so hyped
अरे
about what they have done. But listen, I will
Ten
say,
Hag's legacy has begun.
या अभी हो गया. अभी तो देख, पिछले बार लीड्स को हराया था ना 5-0, और वो तो असली मैच था. बट इस बार लिवरपूल को हरा दिया है. अभी तो हो गया.
बट मैं सिर्फ एक चीज बोलूंगा कि यूनाइटेड, आई मीन, whatever first impressions Eric Ten Hag, they are good. I mean, of course, I mean you cannot say anything that they beat us. Congratulations to all the United supporters out there. I'm sure you guys have your reasons to be very optimistic about this win, but
See,
I won't dig. I won't dig too
honestly,
deep about it.
yeah. See, honestly, United played well. I think under Eric Ten Hag, थोड़ा तो एटलीस्ट समझ आ रहा था कि कुछ करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं. But ठीक है. I mean, this match is all about fitness. It's a walk in the park anyway.
Zubin,
But
if you can hear us, Zubin, if you can, you're on mute, Zubin. You're on mute.
Yeah, I could hear you all. I was just.
डार्विन न्यूनेस के बारे में क्या बोलता है ब्रो? 30 odd minutes खेला
अरे,
वो.
he looked good. Couple of player instances when he was pressing really well, so that was really good. I think I'll be a little critical and say that there was an opportunity where he should have found the back of the net of
साला
the
वाला
Salah
जो,
post.
हाँ.
But I think it's still too early. So yesterday, while I was on Twitter as well and I was following a lot of content, he has a huge blister on his middle toe, on his third toe, and he was playing with a small casing over that because of the pain from new boots as well. So right now it's too early to judge. Anyone judging him on these 30 minutes, on his movement or his pressing, I think they will be the Man United fans and not the Liverpool fans. So I think it's too early as of now. Diaz looked amazing.
Oh yeah,
He
Luis
had
Diaz
got-
बहुत. Yeah, I agree.
बहुत
First
बहुत
वो आतंक मचा रहा था पहले 20-30 मिनट ना, Zubin.
Yeah, he was doing really well. So what I also ended up noticing is he started getting a lot of space on his left wing, and he was able to cut in very well. I think on 2 or 3 occasions he cut in. He got an opportunity. I think one opportunity again he was one who made the post. But other than that, I think he on another day I would say he would have found the back of the net as well.
मैं सिर्फ एक चीज बोलना चाहता हूँ गाइस, जो कमेंट सेक्शन में जो आर हैविंग अ गो एट ईच अदर, इट्स ओके, जस्ट डोंट बी टू नास्टी.
अरे ठीक है, इट्स नॉट दैट बैड, इट्स नॉट दैट बैड.
टू ईच अदर हमको तो चलेगा, जस्ट डोंट बी नास्टी. प्री सीजन गेम है यार, डोंट बी टू नास्टी टुवर्ड्स ईच अदर. निधि, वन थिंग दैट आई आल्सो नोटिस्ड इज दैट टाइलर मॉर्टन थोड़ा अलग पोजीशन में खेला. हेंडरसन
थोड़ा आगे खेला वो.
Tyler Morton played a different position. What did you make of that? If you notice, थोड़ा Tyler Morton. I'm not gonna ask you specific players. अगर तूने नहीं किया तो भी ठीक है, क्योंकि 32 players खेले. अगर तूने notice नहीं किया निधि तो चलेगा. But did you notice something about Tyler?
मेरे को टाइलर मॉर्टन थोड़ा लंबा दिखा यार पिछले बार से कंपेयर. पता नहीं क्यों, मतलब मे बी इट वाज द कैमरा एंगल और
बच्चा है यार, वो बहुत
यार वो
he's very young.
उसकी हाइट थोड़ी ज्यादा दिखी मेरे को. ठीक खेला यार. देख ऑनेस्टली ये अभी ये मैच में मतलब क्या अभी इन्फ्रेंस निकालना, बट टाइलर मॉर्टन ने कुछ स्पेक्टेकुलर मेरे हिसाब से, he didn't do anything spectacular, but he didn't do anything wrong either. He was okay.
Yeah. Zubin, I hope we are not taking the experience away from you, यार. अगर तेरे को
नहीं यार, don't worry.
Okay, so how was Tyler Morton for you, मेरे भाई?
So I think Tyler Morton is playing a more advanced role this season, and I remember Klopp mentioning also that I think they looked at his movements and they kind of looked at it from an analytical standpoint and decided to figure out that he's a little more useful up front. I think if I'm not wrong, 6 or 8 mein tha, he's got an interchange now, and I think we will end up seeing him play a little bit of an advanced role going forward. This now will probably now take us into a conversation which was like doing the rounds on Twitter 2 days ago about whether Liverpool has the depth in midfield or no. And I'm honestly not too concerned. I think we have 9 midfielders in total, of which we play 4. We play 3. Even if we change our formation, we stick to 3 because I believe Firmino will play in the whole. But I think Tyler Morton looked good. Fabinho looked good in a couple of things. Thiago, oh my God. Some of the tackles that he put in was brilliant. He pressed a lot more than I would have thought. Salah looked a little bit rusty. I think that's understandable. Salah and Van Dijk reached the squad as late as probably 3 days ago, and hence they've had just 1 or 2 sessions with the team as well. Overall, from a preseason perspective, I think Liverpool has attained its exact objective of what they wanted. Everyone got a run out. They played against a good team. Nobody got injured. And, from those perspectives, I think it's ticked every checkbox that we would have wanted, other than the result. But I'd rather lose a game now than lose a game later in the season.
Of course.
To be very honest.
Of course, sir.
If you remember last preseason, we didn't win a single game, if I'm not wrong.
No, we didn't. We won one, I think.
And we went out and played every final that there was to play, winning 2 of them.
Yeah.
So I'm not too worried about this at all. I think it's a brilliant start, and I think if nothing, the fact that we've lost this game will only kind of spur the squad on a little more. Because to be very honest, it may sound very biased, but over here the Liverpool squad is loved way more than the United squad currently. Even when the players were taking.
Why would you say that? ऐसा क्यों बोलेगा Zubin? But you saw the reaction.
From the reaction, from how loud the fans were when they came onto the big screen, when Salah came onto the pitch in the 60th minute, it was crazy for those 30 seconds. So all in all, I feel that this loss would spur them on a little more than it did, than probably a win would have in terms of that. But otherwise, I think this has been brilliant for us.
But Zubin, udhar, is it raining there?
It is raining, yes. I think it has stopped raining now, but before the game, in the middle of the game, there was a patch of rain. So I think that wouldn't have changed much because they watered the pitch heavily at halftime. The Liverpool half, I think out of 15 minutes, I think about 7 or 8 minutes, they were watering the entire pitch. So that was good because I think that was where the ball sliding over the pitch is something that Klopp also likes a little bit more.
But थोड़ा अपने experience के बारे में और बताना. This is a special moment for you, man.
Yeah.
Yes, it is a very special moment for me. To be very honest, I definitely wanted to be the first of many, as maybe we were speaking previously as well. Now I think one thing is there, like I ticked this off my bucket list of at least being able to watch Liverpool live once. Definitely, the circumstances would have been better. I would have loved to watch them in Anfield. I'm sure that will happen in the future.
That will happen. That will happen as well.
Yeah. But to be able to chase the team like this, to be able to welcome them at the hotel, to be able to see the bus, around the city going into training, watch the players going into training, coming out of training, it's something that is I don't even probably have the words to put it into. So, it may be a preseason game for the squad. It may be a preseason game for a lot of these players. But for a lot of fans here, including me, it's a dream come true. There may be a lot of fans sitting at home and taking the piss out of each other because of the result. but somewhere or the other, this means a lot more to a lot of us. And I just believe that, you know, I think I've spoken to a lot of people around here. You know, there were rumors of the schedule of this entire preseason being quite crazy. You know, the squad is here in Thailand for 3 days, then they're in Singapore for 3 days, then they're in Austria for half a week, then they're in Germany, then they come and play. Our season starts 1 week earlier than the rest because of the community shield.
Yeah.
So, you know, and for some reason we are playing 7 preseason games, including the community shield game. So
Yeah.
that schedule is very hectic. So if fans expected this to be anything like the derby, I think they were mistaken. They should have set their expectations right before the game itself. But as an experience for the first time to come and watch this live, I think if I had to do it all over again, I would just do it all over again.
जुबिन that's very well said. But मेरे को सिर्फ एक चीज बता जुबिन, अभी तो मैच खत्म हो गया है, तू बैंकॉक में कब तक है और क्या प्लान्स है अभी बैंकॉक में?
So I am in Bangkok till Wednesday afternoon. Then I'm heading to Koh Samui, an island close by, taking a few days off.
हाँ
I mean, if I'm flying all the way, I'd rather make it a holiday as well.
हाँ
I've been running around behind the team for a while now, so I want to take a break from that. It's a fanboy moment. It's a moment that, you know, as a fan, that I've been now wanting to cover them. So I've gotten all those opportunities. So now I want to just soak that in over 2 or 3 days, sip on a beer, sitting on the beach, not worry
Nice.
about the world.
have you not sipped on a beer already?
Yeah,
Oh, I
you must
have.
have sipped on a lot of beers, Rod.
Yeah, I've been sipping on a lot of beers, but to be very honest, half of the time is, if you go and check on my Twitter feed, I've been trying to get and create as much content as possible, and now I want to take a break from that. I might
नहीं
enjoy that as
भाई
well.
भाई एक चीज मैं बोलूंगा as you know, someone who's watched, and I'm sure Manas will agree with me as well. यार कंटेंट बना लेकिन एंजॉय कर यार, मतलब पहली बार लिवरपूल को या कोई भी टीम हो यार, फॉर एग्जांपल देयर
वो
आर
तो
लॉट ऑफ
किया
मैन
यार।
यूनाइटेड
You
यार,
know, talking about
दैट
content, जो मैं
या
देखो निधि बोल रहा था
हाँ
ना, मेरा एक ट्वीट जो क्रेजी पॉप हुआ है.
के पॉप
So
के पॉप
the K-pop, absolute. So before the game,
Yeah.
Jackson Wang was here playing as the opening ceremony.
Okay.
All right, and I tweeted
I
out,
don't know,
thank you.
I
to
don't
him.
know who that is, by the way. Sorry.
It's gone. I think it must be sitting at 2,000 retweets in the last 1 hour. My phone
Yeah.
has been buzzing like crazy.
Seriously, क्या था tweet?
He
It just said
said
thank you, and the ceremony was brilliant. Now time for the game, and I think that kind of
K-pop,
caught a
K-pop,
little bit of fire. Yeah.
K-pop.
अरे क्या बात है भाई, क्या बात है।
हाँ तो यार एक चीज और है, तो जर्सी आपको जो है ना, वो जे फॉर जर्सी का कॉन्टेस्ट है ये, यू नीड टू फॉलो अप विद देम, राइट? इट्स जे फॉर जर्सीज कॉन्टेस्ट,
बट वी विल
they
हेल्प
will
यू गाइस,
announce.
डोंट वरी। नो बट
Yeah,
वी
but
विल
we will
हेल्प यू,
help you.
ऐसा टेंशन मत लो कि
Yeah.
जिसने भी 4-0 मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड बोल दिया था मैच के पहले, आपको जर्सी मिल जाएगी, टेंशन मत लो। बट
हाँ,
जुबिन ये
एक विनर है,
जुबिन
there
ये
is
फीलिंग
one
कैसे
winner.
लग रही है? ये फीलिंग कैसे
It's a
लग रही है
brilliant
जुबिन?
feeling, yeah. It's a brilliant feeling. There are still a few players out there doing a little bit of cool downs. I don't know if you can see them over there. The
Okay.
United players doing a few cool downs.
हाँ
I did see a few of the Liverpool players also meeting and greeting the fans and signing some merchandise. So
हाँ
that was a really good feeling as well. Unfortunately, I did not get a chance to get anything signed. But if there's one thing, special shout out to my wife. She's standing right there. She's been here throughout, kind of, you know, figuring out what is this crazy fandom and being a part of this entire journey.
हाँ
And somebody who gets the attention more than her. So yeah, now she understands it. So it's a very important experience for her as well.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
been quite
Yeah.
crazy.
The conversion has started. the
Yes.
ceremony. Yeah.
The United ones, as a United fan, all I'll say is we played very good compared to our last season, but guys cannot see. You can obviously banter us, yeah. It's all about banter. Of course, we don't mind that.
All right,
It's-
guys, I'm gonna head. So what I'll do is, once I get out of the stadium, if you all are still live, I'll join you all in a bit.
No. We're
For
finishing
sure.
it off in the next 5 minutes, dude.
Thank you so
ठीक
much,
है,
Zubin.
ठीक है,
Thank you,
चलो,
bhai.
Thank
We are
cheers,
so happy
guys.
you lived that opportunity, lived that dream. But I'm sure Anfield Jaga will be a much better
Anfield will
result for
be
us. bro.
much better.
Definitely, and that time we'll be winning 4-0. Chalo, over and out.
See you,
Bye-bye.
bro. Bye bye.
Right. नहीं यार, so देखो आप बिल्कुल
It's
banter
so
कर
so
सकते हो
nice
यार.
of
It
so
is,
nice of Zubin to join us.
yeah, 100% यार. So Zubin, by the way, has just fulfilled a lifelong dream. I'm sure काफी लोग होंगे जिनका ये ड्रीम होगा अपने टीम को लाइव देखने का. So he's just fulfilled a lifelong dream of his. Yeah. So coming to this comment, yeah, of course you can banter us here. It's more than welcome. Abusive is, I don't think anybody has been abusive. So
Yeah.
that's more than, and I think United have more than, they ought to be happier. I mean, last season they had a very bad season, and the earliest sign looks good, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So
The
United
earliest,
have एकदम सही बोला. United have reasons to enjoy, and
yeah.
we have reasons if you want to feel sad for a second कि हम लोग United से हारे. चलो, मैं समझ सकता हूँ क्योंकि कभी भी United से हारना अच्छा नहीं लगता. मैं समझ सकता हूँ, बट प्लीज थोड़ा पर्सपेक्टिव ले आओ कि हमने 32 प्लेयर्स खेले. 32 प्लेयर्स खेले आज के मैच में हमारे लिए. मतलब मैंने कभी ये देखा नहीं है कि 30 मिनट में 10 सब्स्टिट्यूट, फिर 60 मिनट में 10 सब्स्टिट्यूट. मतलब 3 डिफरेंट टीम्स प्लेड फॉर अस. यूनाइटेड ने भी आई थिंक 20 18 19 20 सब्स्टिट्यूट्स किए, नहीं 11 सब्स्टिट्यूट्स किए. हमने 20
11
किए.
substitutes हमने 20 किए.
हमने 20 22 जो भी जितने भी किए, बट या सो इट्स जस्ट अ प्री सीजन गेम यार. आराम से चिल मारो. पैलेस के अगेंस्ट भी बहुत सारे चेंजेस होंगे. ये क्या है ना कि साहिल ने बहुत अच्छा एक कमेंट डाला है कि साहिल संख्या ने डेविस्टेटेड वी लॉस्ट द बैंकॉक सेंचुरी.
ये नाम था क्या ट्रॉफी का? ये नाम है क्या ट्रॉफी का?
हाँ. So the point is exactly. So these are my sentiments that if you are devastated, I hope this is the way you are devastated in tongue in cheek.
इतना डेविस्टेशन कैसे कर सकते हैं, राइट? बट यार वही है, कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशंस टू मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड. अच्छा खेले आप लोग. मतलब प्रीमियर लीग एंड रेडी, सही बात है वो. बट या बट मानस क्या बोलता है, अभी सिंगापुर जा रही है टीम.
हाँ.
क्रिस्टल पैलेस के साथ. क्रिस्टल पैलेस का भी मैच इंटरेस्टिंग होगा. क्रिस्टल पैलेस इज गेटिंग, यार एक देखो, ऑनेस्टली इफ यू आर डूइंग टू मच ऑफ प्लेयर एनालिसिस इन दिस, कि अभी मैंने कुछ देखा था कि केटा मस्ट बी सोल्ड दिस समर. देखो यार, everybody has an opinion, I understand that, but don't overreact, right? This is a pre-season game. ये मतलब इसका फिटनेस के अलावा कुछ ज्यादा मतलब होता नहीं है, ठीक है? तो
और स्पेशली जो पहली गेम होती है ना, आई एम सो सॉरी अगर किसी लोग को ये सार ग्रेप्स लगेगा, बट रियलिटी ये है, अगर आप 32 प्लेयर्स खेलो और पहली गेम खेलो, ये लिटरली फिटनेस ही है. ओके, फिटनेस
सिर्फ वही है भाई.
और मतलब हम लोग ये पैलेस के अगेंस्ट भी सेम चीज करेंगे. और जो काफी सीनियर प्लेयर्स है जो लास्ट के 30 मिनट्स के लिए आए, वो लिटरली 3-4 दिन पहले रिटर्न किए अपने हॉलीडे से. अगर मैं वो होता तो मेरे में अभी भी मेरे मतलब बियर स्वेट्स निकल रहे होते. मतलब वो जो डिबॉचरी ऑफ 1 मंथ अगर मैं करके आता. सो इट इज वन ऑफ दोस थिंग्स वेयर हमको थोड़ा समझना पड़ेगा कि आई एम श्योर एक्चुअली सब समझ भी रहे हैं. हम लोग भी ज्यादा ओवर एनालाइज कर रहे हैं. हम लोग को ज्यादा काम डाउन करने की
नहीं, मैं बस एक दो सब लोग मजाक ही कर रहे हैं, बट मैं एक दो कमेंट्स की बात कर रहा था जिसमें अब कोई लिख रहा है कि नूनेस की फिनिशिंग बेकार है. भाई वो 20 मिनट खेला है यार, काम डाउन. ओके, एक कमेंट था, कहाँ गया? हाँ, इंडिया कब आएगी लिवरपूल, क्या हम इम्पोर्टेंट नहीं है यार? हम मतलब इंडिया आने का तो लिवरपूल के सारे फैंस हम लोग वेट कर रहे हैं यार. अब होपफुली देखते हैं कब आएगी. होपफुली जल्दी हो. एंड आएगी तो यार ऑब्वियसली हम तो जाएंगे देखने के लिए. तो मतलब इंडिया तो खैर, मतलब कोई भी टीम आएगी, यूनाइटेड, लिवरपूल, चेल्सी, आर्सेनल, तो काफी अच्छा लगेगा. मतलब मजा आएगा देखने.
आई थिंक इंडिया जब बायर्न म्यूनिख आई थी,
हाँ,
यू नो, एंड बाइचुंग भूटिया के लास्ट गेम के लिए बायर्न म्यूनिख आई थी. उसके बाद आई डोंट थिंक मेसी एंड अर्जेंटीना हैड कम ना वेनेजुएला के साथ.
अर्जेंटीना.
सो हुआ है. I think it's only a matter of time when uh, one of the big teams visits India. It will happen मेरे हिसाब से.
नहीं नहीं
You know,
होगा ही. आई जस्ट होप वी आर रेडी फ्रॉम एन इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू
हाँ.
बिफोर वन ऑफ दीज टीम्स कम, बिकॉज अभी तो यार थोड़ी बेइज्जती हो जाएगी अगर ऐसे मतलब इस ये सब टीम्स आ गई तो आई होप AIFF वेक्स अप एंड थोड़ा टर करके थोड़ा अच्छा हो.
हम्म. मैं सिर्फ सैयद अबरार अहमद को बोल रहा हूँ, मैंने आपका कमेंट पढ़ लिया है. चिल मारो, इट्स ओके. निधि नहीं
काम
डाल रहा
डाउन.
बट हाँ, मैंने मैं इट्स ओके. हाँ वो भी है, मतलब अब टेम्परेचर ज्यादा होता है, बट थाईलैंड में भी गर्मी होती है. सो देख, इट्स जस्ट नॉट, इट्स आल्सो अबाउट मार्केटिंग ना. अब ये देखो ना कि कितना यूनाइटेड लिवरपूल दोनों सेट ऑफ प्लेयर्स कितना ऑटोग्राफ कर रहे हैं, कितने टाइम पास सेशंस हो रहे हैं, कितने प्रमोशनल एक्टिविटी हो रही है, कितने लेजेंड्स ऑफ टूर गए हैं, टूर पे गए हैं. सो ये पूरा एक मार्केटिंग थिंग भी है फॉर द क्लब टू गो टू डिफरेंट पार्ट
ऑब्वियसली.
ऑफ द वर्ल्ड. सो वही है. देखते हैं क्या होता है, कैसे होता है. बट ये एक छोटा सा ही लाइव वी वांटेड टू डू फॉर 20-25 मिनट्स, जस्ट बिकॉज जुबिन था उधर. तो हमने सोचा जुबिन से हम लोग एक रिएक्शन ले ले, और जुबिन आया था. एंड
एंड सो स्वीट
रियली
ऑफ हिम टू जॉइन अस.
सच्ची यार, सचिन. और 113 लोग भी देख रहे हैं अभी हमारे लाइव को, जो बहुत बड़ी बात है हमारे लिए. बट वी डोंट वांट टू ड्रैग दिस, वी डोंट वांट टू
हाँ.
ड्रैग दिस ज्यादा, बिकॉज हम सिर्फ जुबिन का रिएक्शन लेना चाहते थे. मैं तो सिर्फ यही कहना चाहूंगा कि अभी पैलेस का गेम है 1-2 दिन में, उसमें भी हम लोग बहुत चेंजेस मेक करेंगे. उसमें भी गलतियां होंगी, बिकॉज प्लेयर्स, ये गेम्स इसी के लिए है ताकि दे टेक द रिस्क्स, दे बिकम बेटर एंड दे गेट बैक टू मैच फिटनेस. सो ज़्यादा टेंशन मत लो, आराम करो, दिल पे
मजा करो
मत लो.
यार. अभी अभी बहुत जल्दी, 1 महीना भी नहीं बचा है और चालू हो जाएगा जब चीजें बहुत इमोशनल हो जाएंगी और
हाँ.
द इन्वॉल्वमेंट फ्रॉम हियर विल बी टू मच. तो अभी जो
हाँ.
है हार जीत के बारे में ज्यादा सोचो मत, मजा करो.
हाँ, बिकॉज बिकॉज कम कम्युनिटी शील्ड, काफी लोग मतलब देख, कम्युनिटी शील्ड का रिजल्ट भी मेरे को पता है कि काफी सीरियसली लिया जाएगा, और लेना
हाँ
है नहीं लेना है, विच इज रीजनेबल, ओके, विच इज
हाँ. नहीं,
जस्टिफाइड.
इट्स
इट
अप
इज
टू देम.
जस्टिफाइड. हाँ, बट उसके बाद से भाई लोग, फिर तो वी आर इन फॉर अ राइड. टू एवरीवन वाचिंग, बहुत मजा आने वाला है. आप जो भी टीम को सपोर्ट करते हो, बहुत मजा आने वाला है. एक अनपैरेलल्ड ईयर है जिसमें वर्ल्ड कप है बीच में सीजन के, और मतलब बहुत 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 ही मजा आने वाला है. इट इज गोइंग टू बी एक्शन पैक्ड. हम एज फैंस आर गोइंग टू बी ऑन आवर टोज, ऑलवेज ऑन द एज ऑफ आवर सीट. तो अभी अभी स्ट्रेस मत लो, अभी स्ट्रेस मत लो निधि, स्ट्रेस लेने की बात नहीं है अभी.
बिल्कुल यार नीलेश, इसके बारे में हम बात करेंगे यार. देख, दिस दिस इज अ क्वेश्चन दैट that assumes that this result and this analysis बहुत मुश्किल. मतलब अभी यार देखो, मतलब ये बहुत अर्ली है ये सब बातें करने के लिए नीलेश. बिल्कुल करेंगे जैसे सीजन नजदीक आएगा. अभी के लिए तो यार दिस इज जस्ट फॉर फिटनेस एंड फन. बट या
But this was it, everyone. Enjoy your rest of the week. I think Liverpool play in the next few days, and Manchester United जा रहे हैं ऑस्ट्रेलिया. So अगर आप United fans हो, thank you for your comments. Thank you for your views. Let's hope that Manchester United, for your sake, do well in the land down under. But हम तो सिंगापुर जा रहे हैं against Palace. उधर भी काफी changes होंगे, और let's hope certain players who have been written off already, they have a decent game. Anyway, that's it, Nidhi. Up the Reds. See you guys.
up the fucking Reds. Bye bye.